Massacres, beheadings, bombings and reprisals. The insurgency in the south of Thailand have left government troops and Muslim rebels locked up in a bloody conflict for years. I'm Step Fasten, and on this edition of 101 East, we'll be talking to senior members of the insurgency and to the Thai Prime Minister about the violence and about ways to stop it. More than 3,500 deaths have been attributed to the conflict in southern Thailand over the past 5 years. Thailand is a predominantly Buddhist country, but for decades, shadowy groups of radicals have been fighting the state. In exclusive interviews, I met senior members of the BRN Coordinate, the backbone of the insurgency, and for the first time they spoke about their goals and tactics.
We have been forced to do this. We have been forced to become victims. We are not the only ones killing people. Most of the dead are killed by troops from Siam.
After years of silence and secrecy, a leader of the insurgency in southern Thailand speaks out. He insists that our camera is pointed downwards to protect his identity. Even then, he appears nervous.
I can't tell you my position, but I am a member of BRN Coordinate from Pattani. I've been actively fighting the Thai state since 1968.
The man refers to Thailand as Siam, an indication of this conflict's deep historical roots. The BRN Coordinate, or National Revolutionary Front Coordinate, accuses Thailand of colonizing Muslims in the south, ever since the country annexed the independent Sultanate of Pattani in 1902.
We have three kinds of enemies. Siam, its allies, and other enemy we don't really know, but they are people who obstruct our revolution. So we need to make them aware that as Muslims, they should be on our side.
The BRN Coordinate commits nearly daily attacks against Thai soldiers and police, but also against civilians, including this Muslim man who was accused of helping the Thai state. It operates underground with cell structures in nearly every village. Its goal, independence through armed revolution.
Any Muslim who disagree with this, who try to seek greater autonomy of the southern region of Thailand through other means, are considered as traitors. And for those who cooperate with the Buddhist Thai state, for those who work as part of the bureaucracy of the Buddhist Thai state, they too are considered as traitors. And the result for them, there is only one result, which is death.
Human Rights Watch has documented many attacks in southern Thailand. Its conclusion: human rights abuses are being committed by both the insurgents and the Thai military.
On the one hand, we have increasingly radicalized BRN Coordinate, increasingly brutal BRN Coordinate. But on the other hand, the Thai state failed to present itself as the guardian of people in the south. They failed the very basic obligation of the state, that is to serve and to protect. For Muslims in southern Thailand, they see themselves as second-class citizens.
The Thai military calls it a war against ghosts because the BRNC never claims responsibility for its attacks. Many Muslims in the southern provinces are considered potential suspects. "18-year-old Layu bin Mustafa remains deeply traumatized. He says he was tortured by Thai soldiers who accused him of being an insurgent.
They kept saying that I killed someone and I kept denying it. After they had beaten me for hours, they put a plastic bag over my head. When I tried to remove it, they held my hands so I couldn't breathe anymore."
Layu survived the ordeal. His neighbor and the local imam Yapa Koseng didn't. His son tells me how he heard his father was being beaten up. He says soldiers dragged his father's dead body as if he was an animal. Since the imam died, his mosque has been empty. Nobody dares to replace the religious leader out of fear for military reprisals. The imam was arrested because the military accused him of hiding bomb materials for the insurgents. His widow denies the allegations. After an inquest, the court made an unprecedented ruling that Imam Yapa was indeed tortured and killed by soldiers. The officers are still awaiting punishment.
I'm not afraid. My husband is already dead. What more can I lose? For me, the most important thing is justice.
The violations have led to more support for the insurgency.
What we now see is Siam panicking. Because of their stupidity, they cannot rely on the people in Patani. They have been reckless, killing and burning without admitting guilt.
The man in charge of the Joint Civilian Police Military Command, Major General Chamlong Kunsong, blames abuses on some of his soldiers' ignorance. He also believes that the perpetrators within his ranks should be punished.
We have more than 30,000 soldiers stationed here. Most of them are from other parts of Thailand. They don't understand the culture and our policies here. That's why things like this happen.
By dropping leaflets, the Thai army tries to win the hearts and minds of the Muslim population.
The government's job is to secure the people and provide justice. With frequent security checks, the government tries to keep the people from danger.
But many have become increasingly angry and frustrated.
Thailand wants to prove that it will give us justice by bringing the case of Imam Yapa to trial. But that's nowhere near enough. Justice is important, but people are calling out for independence because what is still lacking is our dignity. They have to give us our dignity.
Every school day starts with the Thai anthem. Madrasas in southern Thailand are seen as important recruiting grounds for the insurgency. Some students feel they don't have the same chances as their Thai peers and are easy targets for the rhetoric of the BRNC. But others feel they are caught up in the middle between the military and the insurgents. 18-year-old Amina says Muslims and Thai Buddhists should be able to live side by side.
Everybody always afraid of like this. So I think if you ask me what the wishes that we want for this new year, I think for everybody in south of Thailand, we want peace.
But recent events suggest Amina's dream of living together in peace are a long way from being realized. This attack in early February resulted in a 29-year-old local man serving with the Thai military being beheaded and his body burned. Experts say it's rare that the insurgents behead their fellow Muslims, and the attack is proof that the BRNC's tactics are getting more and more radical. We visited the victim's family here at his house in Patani, but his parents are too afraid to talk on camera. They showed us his picture. This is a picture of him when he was installed as a military official only 2 years ago, and this is a picture of him with his 6-year-old son. The incident has shocked many here in Patani because of its brutality. The fact that the people are so scared to talk just shows how terror and violence is dominating their lives.
Cari jalan keluarnya tidak ada.
There is no way out of this if we keep using violence, trying to get justice by planting bombs and using guns. We academics say there must be another, more peaceful way out of this.
To look for an alternative to war, BRNC is holding meetings with the main representative of the old unarmed resistance movement, Pulo.
We are going to form one front for facing the Thai. And I hope this approaching process among the movements going to be very soon.
Makota has high hopes that the new Thai Prime Minister can really make a change in the south.
He's like Obama in there. He's personally can bring this peace. If he doesn't take this opportunity, I think it's make more difficult for others.
So far, the Thai government has refused to talk to the insurgents, something even some within the military say is a mistake.
In Bangkok, they believe that if we talk to them, then we have to negotiate, and they can't accept that idea. But my personal opinion is that dialogue is the only solution.
Muslims in the south are hoping that their prayers are finally being heard in Bangkok. The forgotten conflict that has waged for decades has paralyzed their lives for too long.
I don't know why the world doesn't care that people are dying here every day. If Thailand doesn't have a dialogue with the movement soon, this will not be finished for 10-20 years.
10 tahun, 20 tahun pun tak selesai.
We'll take a short break now, but when we'll come back, we'll talk to the Thai Prime Minister about his plans to end the fighting in the south.